All right, we're live for the varsity football game.
Oh, we're live?
Yep.
All right, and welcome to the first broadcast of Pace Patriot Football. And we are live from Pace High School. Tonight, we've already watched the JV and freshman teams take on Fort Walton Beach High, and they were both victorious by one score. It's a one-score game, and so now Chris, we're waiting for the varsity come out halftime show. Great show by the Pace High School marching band. They put a lot of work into it this summer. So we're kind of on standby right now, folks. If you're out there listening, we're going to come right back, and we are going to have kickoff in about 16 minutes, I think.
16 minutes, 30 seconds. So we'll set that timer. And if you guys are out there watching live, you can watch the timer with us, and we'll come back. Enjoy the ambience of the outside, the people talking, the band playing, the cheerleaders cheerleading.
All right. Freshman. All right. I wonder if I can share the channel and people can go on the channel and get on it. We're live right now, right?
We are.
Did
Yes.
you kill them? You killed the mics?
boys and girls, Pace High School Athletics has introduced a high standard for fair behavior for all guests and attendants. In honor of dignity and respect, Pace High School is going to stand to show good sportsmanship, conducting 12 remainers that represent the country and as heroes of family citizenship. Failures to comply with the good sportsmanship traditions may result in rejection and loss of future privileges. Smoking, use of alcohol, and use of all tobacco products on Pace High School campus is strictly prohibited. Before this applies to all individuals while on the school grounds. Cigarettes, e-cigarettes, cigars, smoking tobacco, snuff, pipe, and chewing tobacco are not permitted. Once again, Bloodsport Medicine Coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Dr. Healthcare, the official sports testing provider for Pace High School. I'd like to thank the Andrews Institute providing certified athletic trainers, physical items, and John Allen in medical coverage at Pace High School.
And I'm live.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pace High School, Pace Patriot Stadium for the inaugural broadcast. I don't think ever in the history of Pace High School, through all the Mickey Lindsay years, the Coach Smith years, all the way back to Benny Russell, I don't think there's ever been a broadcast from Pace High School, and we're doing it now. We are Pace Patriot Football Radio. I am the mayor, Wes Meese, the mayor of Pace Football, along with Top. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. It's good to be out here tonight, seeing all these fans.
Top, of course, he's 26-year Army veteran, retired recently here in the Panhandle of Florida. Loves some football.
Yeah, you know him. He used to be you guys' mayor over there in Milton, and he still loves this community, so he's trying to do something new.
So we're looking at Pace High School getting warmed up right now out on the field, and in addition to that, the Fort Walton Beach Vikings have come out tonight, and they're wearing their white tops with red pants, and sort of like looks like sort of a when you say top, like a Michigan design on their helmet, sort of, but like red and white.
It is. It does have a little bit of a Michigan flair to it, but since I like Michigan a little bit better than this Fort Walton team, well, let's go ahead and leave it as it is.
And the Cardiac Kids, as they're affectionately known of Pace High School, coming out with their traditional red helmets with the blue P, dressed top to bottom in blue, and looking pretty good. Coach Ken Smith has got his squad ready to go, and I think that we're going to have a very promising, very exciting season.
Should be interesting. You know, what is it, a 10-game season this year that you were telling me about before we hit the playoffs? Six of them here at Pace and four of them somewhere else?
Yeah, we're going to have 6 home games this year. We'll have 4 next week. The Pace Patriots will open up the regular season. This is sort of a preseason. We're just going to play a half tonight, but we'll open up the regular season at Choctaw High School over in Fort Walton Beach away, and then we'll have a string of games at home after that. So you can see that we're gonna play St. Martin after. That's the first home game, and then of course a real test. Harry Lees, who was the coach of Milton High School, transferred over to to where he was before at West Florida Tech, and we'll host West Florida Tech. That is in game 3 of the season. Then we travel to Crestview. Crestview Bulldogs always put up an interesting fight against the Pace Patriots. That ought to be a good game. And Gulf Breeze will host them. After that, we'll host Pensacola High. And after Pensacola High, we'll host Tate High School. And then we travel on the road against Navarre. That's the 21st of October. And then the next week is the Milton Pace game. This year it's at Haywood Hanna Panther Stadium, 7 miles down the road. And, of course, we'll end off the season playing Hollis Christian, and it'll be playoff time. And as you can see, the Pace Patriots heading towards that north end zone, and they're going to come running out. And if you know anything about Pace High School, Top, it's they come out with definitely fireworks in the air. And, of course, it's dark out here at Pace High School, so you're going to see it. Nice display. They do it right in Pace.
It looks like they definitely have a home field advantage. I noticed that Fort Walton just made their way over there to their sideline. They're ready to go, but Pace is making a little spectacle about it. This is the first game this season, so they might as well bring those fireworks, bring those cheerleaders, bring it all.
And I'll tell you this, my goodness, looking at the crowd here on hand, the sidewalks roll up here in Pace, Florida, and it's almost standing room only here on the home side. The Fort Walton Beach crowd has traveled as well, but not quite what we have on the home side here at Pace, and so people are really anticipating the football season. And as the Pace Patriots, the cheerleaders are lining up now on the north end zone. They have a huge inflatable football helmet, and they'll come running out in just a few short minutes. Oh, there's the fireworks.
Oh, there we go. Look at that confetti in the stands. They came out walking arm in arm and out there running onto the field. I like it. Ready to get this started.
All right.
Well, we just closed our windows, so nobody got quiet out there. They're still screaming. They're still yelling. We're just having to close this up a little bit so you can hear us a little bit better.
All right. So we see Coach Smith out there for the Pace Patriots. He's giving some final instructions to his team.
Well, I'm glad you know a lot of these players. I know that you're one of the teachers here at this school, but it's exciting for me. This is my first year actually going to be participating in these Pace High School football games. I know I've got a kid a little bit younger. I can't wait for him to be up here doing this. But
whoa, there's some big fireworks now.
Oh, they are coming out.
Yeah, so you've got a son who's playing in the little league here at Para, and he of course dreams of playing on the high school team someday. It looks like we're actually going to kick off here. Not always the format kickoff classic like this. Sometimes they just put it on the 20, but sort of like a spring game. They're actually going to have a kickoff here. Pace is going to kick off to start the half. 12 minutes on the clock, and the Fort Walton Beach Vikings are going to be set back to receive. Again, Fort Walton Beach wearing white jerseys, red pants, and of course a red and white helmet. Something, I mean, typically in the past, Fort Walton Beach has had sort of like a Viking-looking helmet, sort of like a red version of the Minnesota Vikings, but this year they have elected a helmet that kind of mimics more of a Michigan design, if you're familiar with that. And number 4 for the Pace Patriots, that's going to be Reese Griffith. He's going to do the honors of kicking it off. And there's the kickoff for the 2022 Pace Patriot football season. There's a fumble on the 5-yard line. Number 7 for the Fort Walton Beach Vikings will pick it up, and he will be immediately tackled by a host of Patriots around the 20-yard line. You do not have one for that?
Oh,
We can just set it right there. No, that's Fort Walton Beach. No, this is Pace. This is Fort Walton here. You have Pace. That's Pace. We can put Fort Walton in the middle if you want.
Yep.
All right, that'll work.
All
right.
right.
All right. So looks like Fort Walton Beach is going to come out in a pro set. They're going to hand the ball up the middle, and the big fullback.
He's bigger than most of his offensive linemen.
He is.
Going ahead for 2-3 yards.
Looks like he got about 2 yards on the gain there. That's going to bring up second down, and we'll call it 3. No, second down and 5 for the Fort Walton Beach Vikings. Quarterback number 4, that's going to be Garrison Kurtz. Garrison Kurtz in shotgun formation, running back lined up to his right. He's going to get the snap, and he's going to hand it off
right
again.
back to Davis again. He's running. He's good for another 8 yards, giving them a first down.
Wow, that's a big running back for what is that, number 8, number 0? Bam Davis. What a name, Bam Davis. So Bam Davis, the first 2 plays, he picks up a first down, and the ball now, of course, on the 36-yard line of Fort Walton Beach, moving towards midfield.
All right, they said they got 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and they still got Davis in the backfield. Here we go. And it's off to Davis again for a tackle for the -1. Loss of a yard.
All right, third play, he gets the ball. And, of course, he's going to lose yards that time. Looks like the Patriots sent a blitz package, number 42, who's their Mike linebacker, Jackson Ward, to fill in for that play. That's going to bring up second down and about 12 yards for the Fort Walton Beach Vikings. 10 minutes and 15 seconds here in the quarter. We're just playing a half tonight, folks, for the Kickoff Classic for the varsity.
And they're starting the same formation, 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. They're faking it. It's a run by the quarterback, number 4. He's ahead for about 8 yards.
So what Fort Walton Beach is doing is they're running what we call a midline package out of the gun, and basically it's a read option by the quarterback, and he has at that time he elected to keep the ball for the first time in the game, and he was able to pick up almost first down. It's going to bring up third down and about 3 for the Vikings. Let's see if they can convert here, Top.
All right, nobody in the backfield, so finally they're going to pass the ball. We've gone 5 plays of the run. Yeah, he's looking to his right. He's got number 1. That's good. That's Riddle, number 1 for a good catch. Got a new first down for Fort Walton.
Ethan Riddle, who was lined up receiver on the right-hand side of your radio dial, he crosses the line and, of course, picks up the easy first down. Ball spotted right at the 50-yard line at this moment as the Fort Walton Beach Vikings, something that you don't see a whole lot this day. They're taking the play from the sideline. You see a lot of no huddle nowadays, but a little bit old school from the Vikings as they break the huddle, and they're going to come out and see if they can get into Patriot territory. Three receivers lined up on the left.
One to the right, and Kurtz is in the backfield, the quarterback. He's looking to his right again. And it's almost intercepted by Pace. On the right-hand side, he was going again to Riddle.
Number 29 for the Pace Patriots, that's Evan Beckham. He almost had that. You can see he's kicking himself, but almost had a pick for a touchdown. He read that all the way. 8:45 left here in the quarter, and it's going to bring up second down and 10. Ball spotted at the 50-yard line. And so far, the Patriots trying to find their rhythm on defense. We have doubles, two receivers on each side. Quarterback gets the snap. He's going to hand off to number 34 up the left side. And running back for Fort Walton Beach will be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up third down and 10 for Fort Walton Beach. And let's see if the Pace Patriots can stop. They have not stopped the Fort Walton Beach Vikings. I know it's early in the game, but they have not stopped them on third down yet. The Vikings have converted each time when there's been a third down situation. That's been twice.
I like
so
these
far.
plays when it's 3rd and 10. So it's a passing play. They got to go deep. So let's see what these. But I'm wrong. Once again, their big back number 0's running through the middle of the line. It goes forward for about 4 yards.
So Bam Davis in a shotgun set, he was handed the ball and he muscles forward. That's going to bring up fourth down. He doesn't get the first. Fourth down and about 5 for the Fort Walton Beach Vikings. It's going to be a punt situation, number 2 for the Fort Walton Beach Vikings. That's going to be Elijah Oswald. Will do the kicking. Back deep to receive for the Patriots, number 2 Nash Pyers. Here's the kick.
Fair catch. And he let it go behind him. Fair. And it looks like it's going to be down at the 5-yard line.
So Nash, he waved the fair catch, and it went over his head. And so down to about the 5-yard line. And now the Pace Patriots will take over for their first offensive possession of the 2022 season. And let's see what they can run. I think a lot of questions to be answered. Are they going to run more of a spread? Are they going to run the ball? Everything that I have understood that they're looking to run the ball. They definitely have a running back core.
Well, it's a bunch formation. So right now, coming out off the 5-yard line, it's a handoff. He didn't gain anything, though.
That was Ben Tyner, number 11 on the carry, who basically gets back to the line of scrimmage. He actually lost 2 yards. That's going to bring up second down and 12 for the Pace Patriots. They're deep in their own territory. And actually, the quarterback's getting the signal in from Coach Smith, and he's actually in his end zone right now. So we're going to see if they can get a little breathing room.
All right, we got on the right side of the field, we've got 2 receivers, 1 to the left, nobody in the backfield. They come around. It's a handoff to the tight end, number 11. That's Chris.
That's Ben Tyner.
Ben Tyner, my bad.
So Ben Tyner, that's his second carry. He tried to get around the left side and was able to fight for a few yards. That's going to bring up third down and 9 for the Pace Patriots. All right, 6 minutes and 26 seconds left here in the quarter. We're playing 2 quarters tonight against Fort Walton Beach, this Kickoff Classic.
We got a bunch set on the left side, 1 man in motion from left to right. So 2 receivers on the left, 1 receiver on the right. Hand off to the receiver, number 2. It looks like there might have been a fumble. Fort Walton saying they got it.
Yeah,
let's wait for the official call.
Looks like Nash Pyers on the fumble, and Fort Walton Beach, they got the ball.
They're walking around. 37's running around with the ball in his hand, saying they got it. And do the referees agree?
It looks like, yes, it's going to be a turnover. Number 37, his name is Darius Brundage. He came up with the fumble, and just like that, Fort Walton Beach takes possession deep in Patriot territory. Officially, they're going to give them the ball at the 8-yard line heading in. And we have an official water break.
While they take this water break, I'm going to take a second real quick. All right, both teams are headed back out onto the field. Patriot defense got to be stiff here because they're starting over there on the 9-yard line. Fort Walton's got 3 plays, try to knock it in. As a handoff, it's back to that big running back. He's going straight forward.
Wow, number 0, Bam Davis. He has, if there's any story tonight for Fort Walton Beach, Bam Davis has been the story and pretty much the offense, anything they've done tonight in this quarter so far. 5:46 to go, no score here at Patriot Stadium. And the Pace Patriot offense had a 3-and-out. They fumbled. And
there they come back. They've got twins on the left. They've got a single receiver on the right, and that big running back's right back there again. And he's handed it back right up the middle again. It's like watching Marshall Lynch out there for the Seahawks. Just keep feeding the beast. Something good's going to happen.
All right, well, the Patriots able to kind of stall right there. 3rd down, it's going to be now 3rd and goal, sitting at about the 7-yard line. And so looks basically the Vikings are going to try to probably score here on both plays. I can't imagine them trying to kick a field goal, but you never know.
I think they might want to take the lead just to say they took the lead at the initial game. Just to make a little bit of confidence, get that little special teams, an opportunity to get a score in. But we'll see. We'll see how much closer they get. But all right, we got 2 to the left, 1 to the right again, and that big running back there with the quarterback. And it's right back to that running back. I think Pace may have held. No, he's turning his legs. He's going.
Touchdown.
And, yep.
Looks like to me a touchdown for the Vikings. Bam Davis handed the ball off the right side there, and he will barely get in the end zone, but he does. And we'll clock it at 4:40 to go in this first quarter of varsity action. And the Vikings strike first. And now, of course, they're going to come out with the extra point team, number 2, to do the honors. That's Elijah Oswald, who did kickoff as well. And here's the snap.
It's up, and referees say it's good.
It's good, all right. So that makes it 7-0, just like that. Pace Patriots find themselves behind early in this one, folks.
It was interesting. I'm sort of curious still to see what's going on with the Patriots. They didn't get a chance to show us much before we had that fumble. And all I see out of Fort Walton right now is one big running back that keeps turning those legs.
I tell you, Bam Davis, he definitely was a force out there. I would imagine we just have numbers and names. I'd imagine he's got to be at least 250 pounds or more. He's a big kid, and I imagine he's got some wheels too. Can probably move, and he was showing it tonight with that power. And so maybe it looks like the Patriot defense sitting on the sideline right now trying to figure out a way to solve that equation for Bam Davis, as the Pace Patriots will get ready to receive the kickoff.
We got back there for the Patriots. Got a number 11 and number 10.
Ben Tyner, he's a sophomore. He plays running. He's a starting running back, so he's back there, as well as number 10, Nick Simmons, who plays quarterback. Sort of a quarterback battle going on right now. Nick Simmons is one that's looking for that quarterback spot, as I understand. And so we'll see what happens in the game here.
All right, Elijah Walton got his ball up. He's getting ready to kick the ball. Patriots are ready. Fort Walton's ready. Kicker comes up. He's ready to kick the ball, and it's off. It's short. It's only going to make it to the 30-yard line. Oh, and a fair catch on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it's a little pooch kick down the right side. Number 88 for the Pace Patriots. Well, his name is Joseph Skipworth. Skipworth, of course, called for the fair catch, and no harm, no foul. The Pace Patriots will start off at their own 30-yard line. Let's see if we can mount a little bit more of an offensive drive this time, Top.
All right, yeah, it looks like we got another nobody in the backfield. There's a bunched offense going to 34, running back going out the right side. He's breaking 2 tackles, and they kindly get him down at the 35-yard line.
That was Jason Alford.
It's a nice gain of 3 to 4 yards.
So a young team, the Pace Patriots, strong sophomore class, and as well as the quarterback battle, as we understand, there's definitely a lot of young players looking for that running back spot. So he just picked up a nice 5-yard game. Jason Alford. It's going to be 2nd down.
Simmons comes out there, another bunch formation, and Simmons going to run it right up the middle. He's going in for another 3 yards.
All right, number 10, Nick Simmons, who's also a sophomore. 3 minutes and 55 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 3rd down and about 3, we'll call it, and the Pace Patriots hoping to achieve their first down of the 2022 season. And let's see, number 10 at quarterback, Nick Simmons, still in the game. Let's see what Coach Smith calls. They're going to come out.
Coming out of the huddle, we got twins to the right. One receiver, twins to the right, one receiver in the back, or running back in the background. And it's to the running back. Top. Got a flag on the play.
Was it a timeout?
Was it a timeout?
I think it was a timeout.
Okay.
Looks like Pace wanted to talk about it a little bit, so they're going to huddle up. And I tell you, Pace High School, again, looking at their schedule this year, Top, they're lucky. They got a 6-game home stretch this year. 6 home games, I should say. They travel 4 times. So the away games, next week they'll open up the season play at Choctaw over in Fort Walton Beach, and then they have 2 games at home, and then they play Crestview, which is a tough place to play. And they actually travel back-to-back Navarre and Milton to close out October. And so Pace coming out, 2 receivers lined up to the left, and they got a quarterback in shotgun.
And the quarterback hands off to 34. 34 is going right up the middle again. I think he's just a yard shy of that first down. Let's see where they spot it.
Well, the chain gang is looking like that he made it. So
yeah,
I'm going to say they're probably right. He did. Yeah, he crossed the first down. That's going to be first down, Pace Patriots. The ball officially, Top, is going to be spotted at the 43-yard line, Patriot territory still, heading towards midfield. And so here they go.
Yeah. One receiver to the left, one to the right, with a running back in the backfield. Let's see if we're going to press. And it's a handoff right up the middle. 34, I think he might have lost a yard, or right at the line of gain.
Jason Alford on the carry. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2:50 left here in the opening quarter.
One of his offensive linemen are out there limping. I don't know if Coach is going to see that or not. 74 seems to be having a hard time walking around.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I tell you, being there before, when you're a player like that, unless it's something you really don't want to come off that field for anything. So he's going to stay in the game.
He is. He's going to tough it out. Give him credit.
It's hard to come at it. It really is. All right, so that's going to be second down. Here come the Patriots.
We got twins to the left, one receiver to the right, in a shotgun formation. Oh, and there's a flag on the play. Back judge threw a flag.
Looks like it's going to be false start against the Pace Patriots. That's going to back them up.
Still second down, 15 to go for the first down.
So now, second and 15 now for the Pace Patriots. Do you think that changes the call a little bit?
I hope so, because I like air attacks. So you got a big running back like Fort Walton's got. I like to see it fly every once in a while. And we'll see what Simmons is going to be taking into the huddle as they break out. It's looks like another bunch formation with one receiver in the back, or one running back in the back. He's looking for his receiver to the left, but a little short on the outside for him, number 9.
Pass intended for number 9, Junior Mills, and the throw by the quarterback, number 10, Nick Simmons, just a little bit short, out of his reach. And so that'll bring up third down now at about 15. Ball spotted at the 38-yard line of Pace.
A little over 2 minutes ago. We'll see whether Coach wants to go conservative, or is he going to go ahead and try to get all 15 in one shot before bringing out that punt team?
And I understand that Pace has a pretty decent punter this year, a pretty good punter, and so I think the kicking game is going to be solid. But here we go. Let's see if we can
Twins
convert.
left, single right, nothing in the backfield. And it's going to be Simmons up the middle, keeping a little conservative with a 4-yard gain.
Simmons on the quarterback keeper, look almost like a midline read, and he kept it up the middle. And it's going to be he gets to the original line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 10, and the Patriots will they have no choice really but to punt the ball away here. They don't want to give the Vikings.
Number 4, Griffith back there, ready to do his punt. And I saw him doing 45, 55-yard punts before the game started. So he's kicking off his own 30. Let's see how we get. It's a nice kick. It's back there to the 15-yard line. And he dropped it before Walton dropped it. And I don't know. There's a pile up. It looked like Pace might have gotten it.
It looks like from my vantage point that Fort Walton got back on it, but I could be wrong. No, Pace is saying they got it.
Oh, everybody's pointing every direction.
Everybody's pointing every direction. No, wait a second.
But we'll see what the zebra stripes say. That's all that matters.
That was number 21 for Fort Walton Beach.
And there it is. There's everybody's cheering on the Patriot sides. Apparently they got it.
And the Cardiac Kids, when they needed it most, folks, this is what they do in the land of Pace. At about the 15-yard line, Fort Walton Beach fumbled the ball, and the Pace Patriots, that's one of those things when you coach. It's hard to coach effort, but these boys here at Pace, they know how to rally. So they're going to wind up with the ball and probably the momentum, and maybe they'll punch this in to tie up the game. About a minute 13 officially left on the clock here in the opening quarter. We're just going to play 2 quarters tonight and for the Kickoff Classic.
And they head straight out there, straight into formation. Twins left with one running back in the backfield. He changed it up the running back to number 11, who goes straight up the side, or up the left side for a good gain of a good 9 yards.
That was Ben Tyner. And Ben Tyner, excellent, very, very awesome kid, athlete, and, of course, he is showing his stuff. Only a sophomore, Chris, Ben Tyner. Could you imagine being a sophomore and being able to move like that in a varsity game? And
5 yards to the goal line. It was a nice little inspirational run. They give it right back to him. They say, if you can do it once, do it again. And he goes ahead for 3 yards, so it should be.
He got close. He's got to be at least, but they're going to say he was about 2 yards short of the goal.
Yep.
So second down. Number 10 will stay in the game at quarterback, Nick Simmons.
Should be able to get at least one more playoff before we're down to our last 20 seconds of this quarter. Second down, starting on the 3. 11 still in the backfield, and we got Twins to the left. Quarterback's in the shotgun shot. Simmons decides to run it himself, and he's in for the touchdown.
All right. The sophomore quarterback, Nick Simmons, with the touchdown, his first touchdown of the 2022 season here in this pregame, if you will, this preseason game. It's about 8 seconds left in the first quarter, and the Patriots are looking to tie it all up, pending the extra point. And the faithful here at Pace High School enjoying their freedom fries from the Band Boosters concession stand. And I don't know if you've ever had the freedom fries here. Oh, my gosh.
Ooh.
You talk about some
Fort
good
Walton
stuff.
came across.
They get the extra point, and it's up. And is it good?
They have 7 up on the board. I'm waiting for the referees.
Yeah, it looks like, that's good. So we're going to knot it all up at 7 each. And so
referee, they got 8 seconds left. For some reason over there on the 5-yard line, the referees are huddled up for something.
Not sure what the extra discussion is. I don't see any laundry on the field.
No.
Do you?
No, I do not, but there they go. They're trotting back out there. So figured this will be actually the last play, unless it's a fair catch of this quarter.
So I tell you, that whole scoring drive was thanks in part to the fumble for Walton Beach on the punt, and of course the Pace Patriots jumping on the ball and giving them life deep into Viking territory. So number 4 for the Pace Patriots, That's going to be Reese Griffith. He's going to lead his kickoff team out there after he just made that extra point, and he's going to try and boot this one deep and set up the Patriot defense in a good field position. But I'll tell you what, the Fort Walton Beach offense is pretty consistent so far tonight. Top.
Yeah, they tend to have a good running game. If they stick with it, it'll be interesting with whether Pace is going to be able to stop it. These long drives, that'd be interesting. It's a big boy.
Bam Davis. I don't see him out there. He's not on kickoff.
No, I think he's probably. I don't know if he's just not fast enough or he's
probably
intimidating.
He's getting ready for offense. Here's the kick. It's back deep. It might make it to the end zone. No.
He picked it up at the goal line. He comes running out. Ooh. And number 5 is knocked down to the ground about at the 19-yard line.
Number 30 for the Pace Patriots on the tackle. That's Kendon Caven. And, for all those people out there listening, here in high school football in Florida, the rule is that if the ball gets kicked into the end zone, it cannot be returned. It has to be blown dead. So, in that case, Pace kicked the ball about to the 2-yard line, so it didn't make it quite in the end zone, and that's why they were able to field that one. So just this the way the rules are played here in the state of Florida. So 12 minutes fresh on the clock because that was the end of the first quarter of this 2-quarter preseason kickoff classic. It's all tied up at 7.
All right, as the referees go ahead and change the fields, I'll come back to you in a second.
All right, we're back here at Pace High School, 7-7, 12 minutes on the clock of this final quarter of this 2-quarter, 1/2 preseason game, and the Fort Walton Beach Vikings offense comes out. They've been pretty impressive so far. Bam Davis, their fullback, wearing the 0 jersey, has been impressive.
So we've got trips to the right and one to the left. Davis wasn't in there for that play. They actually put in Jermaine Earl.
There's a flag on the play. Do you think it was it too much time, maybe a false start?
I hope not at the beginning of the next quarter. That's going to go against the coach on his behalf. But
they're waving it off. I'm not sure what happened, but the referees have waved the flag off, so they'll put 25 seconds back on the clock, and we'll try it again.
They changed their formation to twins left and twins right with that same running back in the backfield. Quarterback gets the snap. He hands it off to the running back. He goes up the left side. There's nothing there. Patriots are ready. They stacked up the line on the left side.
All right. So Fort Walton Beach actually picked up a yard on that play. 2nd down and 9. And it's interesting. I'm not sure what happened to Fort Walton Beach, but their main contributor, Bam Davis, not in on the play, and he's not in right now. I don't see him. And so I'm not sure what's going on.
This might be one of those things. It's preseason, so they're just going to give some opportunities to some other guy.
Yeah.
But we're coming out with trips right, twins on the left, shotgun formation. He's looking to his left at 34. Oh, he's going deep. He's looking for number 8. Oh, and just overthrows him by about 5 yards.
Wow, number 8, Jerome McCod for Fort Walton Beach. He is a stud. Looks like he's all of 6'3", 6'4" receiver, and he got way out ahead of the Pace secondary. It was just overthrown. If that ball's spot on, he's heading to the house, and so that'll bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Fort Walton Beach Vikings. 11 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in this final quarter of the preseason kickoff classic.
So we got trips to the right, a singles to the left, and they put a new running back there. Shotgun formation again. He's looking to the right. It's to the slot receiver, number 14. He's ahead for about 8 yards. It looked like he's a yard short of a new first down.
All right, slant pass to Fort Walton Beach, number 91 for the Pace Patriots. That's Mason Bishop in on the tackle. Pace coming out on defense this year. They got 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, that 4-2 defense. And a timeout called. Nope.
No.
A little confusion on the referee's side there. And
They just asked for Walton to back up for some reason. I'm trying to figure out what the referees are doing out here.
they're going to measure.
Oh, they are.
It's close. They want official measurement. I'm not sure if it was close enough for the first down marker or not.
I thought it was at least a half yard too far. I didn't think they got it, but we're up here in these press box areas, so I might be wrong. Here goes my first official call. Short.
Wow,
they should have just listened to me.
What is he? What about 2 foot he measured? So that's going to bring up 4th down, and it looks like the Fort Walton Beach Vikings are going to say, you know what, we're going to go for it here, and let's see what happens. Now, what happens typically here in high school football is they'll try to draw them off sides with a 2 count, and let's see if the Pace Patriots are disciplined here.
Well, it's the first time the quarterback went under center, so you might be right. He might be trying to get that voice inflection going on.
So they might try and draw them off sides and then call timeout and punt it. That's what we see a lot here. So let's see what happens.
I see number 4 Kurtz is underneath the center, getting ready. Now that's a quarterback sneak, and he did get ahead for it.
And he's going to get that first down. Quarterback for Fort Walton Beach, that's number 2, Elijah Oswald on that play. He's going to get the first down.
I think they put 4 in there just for that one occasion. And then they're going to switch him back out to receiver number. Maybe they changed out their quarterbacks this quarter.
They put number 4 in there just for that one play. That's Kurtz to get the first down. 10:18 left here in the second quarter, the final quarter of this Kickoff Classic. Pace coming down with 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers now.
We've got twins left, twins right, 1 running back. He goes to the right side to the slot receiver. He's running. He's on that right side. He hasn't stopped. And he's ahead for about 13 yards on the right side, but there is a flag on the play.
Fort Walton Beach, the receiver, finally tackled and brought down at the 45-yard line of Fort Walton Beach, heading towards midfield. And that was
a little too far for me to see. He saw something during that tackle, so hopefully it's not a face mask or anything that pushes that ball back towards Pace some more. And here we go.
That's holding on Vikings, so that's going to bring it back. I'm not really sure where the hold occurred, but it looks like they're pointing towards maybe the offensive line. So that's going to come back, and that'll cost the Fort Walton Beach Vikings. What was a big first down is now all for naught. Pace, you can see Coach Smith down there pacing back and forth. He would love to see his team get the ball back and score here, put the Patriots ahead. This last 10 minutes, we have 10 minutes exactly on the clock right now. And the inaugural broadcast of Pace Patriot football, ladies and gentlemen.
And we got trips to the left, twins to the right, shotgun formation. Quarterback gets the ball. He's looking to the right. He's looking deep. He's got him. He's got number 1 down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds about at the 32-yard line.
Wow, Fort Walton Beach, that's Ethan Riddle, who runs a deep route on the right side, that go route, and he, of course, is going to
I'm sorry, it was number 1 that was the receiver, Riddle, Ethan Riddle.
Yeah, he should have scored there. Lucky he got pushed out, just a shoestring to get him out of bounds, and now the Fort Walton Beach have entered Pace Patriot territory. Ball on the 34-yard line, top, and here come the Vikings.
Going again, the big boys back in the backfield. We've got trips to the left, 1 to the right, and they go right back to the big boy. He is not going down. He started on the left side and has made his way all the way back across the line to the right side for a gain of maybe 1.
That's Bam Davis. I keep wanting to call him Bam Bam, like the wrestler from the 80s, Bam Bam Bigelow. But Bam Davis, as intense as Bam Bam Bigelow, but he's going to pick up a very hard-fought 3 yards on that.
Wait, there's a call. There's flag on the play, so we got to wait and see what the referees are saying. It came from the near side judge. Face mask against the Pace Patriots.
All right.
I'm going to assume that's automatic 15-yard. At a high school game, we're going to find out right now. We're going to find out together.
All right, we're looking at our viewers out there in Facebook and YouTube land. Carter Meese says hi. He's listening tonight from his house, and so we'd like to say hi to Carter Meese out there enjoying some Pace Patriot football. Says he's going to be a future Pace Patriot. And with that, The penalty on the Patriots, it's going to bring up first down and 10.
That's starting at that 18-yard line.
8 minutes and 55 seconds left to go here, folks, in regulation.
Familiar trips left, one right, and Big Bam in the backfield. And they hand it off to Big. Ooh, that's a good hit. But Bam in the backfield. But he still keeps pushing and pushing for a good 3-yard gain.
Number 95, Parker Steele on the tackle for the Pace Patriots. And that carry by Bam Davis, that's going to bring up a Fort Walton Beach second down and 6 with 8:24 left here. And so Pace wants to get a stop. Maybe they can hold them to a field goal and score themselves. They could pull out a victory here in this Kickoff Classic. So impressive offense from Fort Walton Beach tonight, something we may not have expected, but they have definitely showed us some stuff tonight.
And as they go again, it's another handoff to the running back, number 34, going up the right side for a 2-yard gain.
All right. Number 42 for the Pace Patriots in on the tackle. It's going to be Jackson Ward. He's your Mike linebacker.
Number 90, Patriots putting some bigger bodies out there on that defensive line. 94 coming off, 91 went on.
Mason Bishop coming in the game, number 91, and of course looking to stop the run.
Twins to the left, one to the right, and we got the running back 34 in the backfield for Fort Walton. 34 gets the ball, tries going up the left side. He fumbled the ball. Pace Patriots picked it up, but did they hold on to it at the bottom of the pile? Looked like 49, if I'm right, jumped onto that ball.
That's right. That's number 49. That's Carmelo Smith.
And it's officially Patriots ball. There's the referees pointing.
So Bam Davis, who's played phenomenally all night long, they're getting down deep into Patriot territory, and he's trying to make a cut, loses his grip on the ball, and now Pace, the cardiac kids of Pace High School, have suddenly their fortune has changed, and now with 7:23 to go, 7-7 is your score, folks. And they, of course, want to knock on the door and maybe get a score and go into the clubhouse with a victory here.
All right. Looks like Pace Patriots got number 11 back there as quarterback. Got Twins left, one to the right. They go to the right. That's number 2 for a completion, a good 7-yard gain. Let's let the referees spot that. They may have gotten more than that. It looks like they may have given them 11 yards.
That was number 19 on the pass, Ethan Diamond. And so Ethan Diamond, so Pace has had 2 quarterbacks tonight. They've had number 19, Ethan Diamond, and number 10, Nick Simmons. Simmons more of a running quarterback that they've shown tonight. Diamond throwing the ball. He's playing right now. Diamond with the snap.
And it's to the 11. He's going up the left-hand side. He just makes 1, 2, miss. Hey, up that left side all the way back there. Safety had to get that last hit to knock him down, but that's for a 10-yard gain before they get him to the ground.
Well, Ben Tyner on the carry around the left side for the Pace Patriots. He picks up the first down. Ball spotted now at the 38-yard line of Pace. They're heading towards midfield, though. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in this one, folks. All tied up thanks to a fumble, the second fumble of the game for the Fort Walton Beach Vikings. Now Pace comes out.
I formation. Well, no, I'm sorry. It's shotgun formation with a running back in the backfield. He hands it off to the running back, number 11. Is that Ben Tyner? Ben Tyner up the middle. I think there's a flag on the play. He was good for 1 yard. Well, we'll see what the referee on the far side saw.
Yeah, usually when you see a flag in that location, it's probably going to be holding or it could be a face mask. But let's see what the referee called. Yep, holding against the Patriots, and that's going to back him up. That can't be good. And so what would have been positive progress, they're going to back it way up. That's 10-yard. That's a 10-yard penalty there, Tops. That's going to be almost first down and 20 almost. We're going to call it first down and 18 for the Pace Patriots. Coach Smith wants to talk it over, and we'll take a break with him, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Pace Patriot Football. All right, we're back here at Pace High School, Pace Patriots Stadium, and the Patriots, folks, with 6.5 minutes to go, all tied up at 7, hoping to score here and take it to the field house with a victory to start off this 2022 campaign. And Pace comes out, 2 receivers lined up on the left.
He's looking to the right, though. He's a little out pattern by number 2. It was there, a little above his head, but he should have been able to catch that. Your hands touch it, you should catch it.
So they come out in the gun. Number 2, Nash Pyers, the intended receiver. Quarterback in this quarter, we're seeing Ethan Diamond. And, again, looks like the coaches are trying to see who they want to put in for this season. So this is more of a passing type quarterback, if you will. Nick Simmons, who was in the first quarter, more of a read option quarterback, running some midline. And so Pace trying to get a feel for everything here tonight. Second down.
We got twins to the left, in motion, going to the right. Number 20 is going around the edge. He's got the edge. He's running. Ooh, good hit. Number 28.
Strong run by number 20, Carson Wright. He may have made it back to the original line of scrimmage, but there is a flag on the play. I'm not sure what this was. Oh, unnecessary roughness against the Patriots. And so that's going to back them way up. I'm not sure who that was on. There was a lot of activity going on around the ball. You can see Coach Smith is not happy with what just happened. So we don't get the whole story. There's a lot more to be seen on the field. Okay, so they're going to back him up all the way to the 20-yard line. Actually, the 21-yard line.
21-yard line, so they need to get to the 48. So you can do the math of 27 yards for a first down.
Yeah, that's what second down and 27. They turn the scoreboard off. Yeah, and it's back on. 8 minutes, folks, to go in this one. 8 minutes and 18 seconds officially. And there's the whistle as Pace sends the play in. Number 19 is still at quarterback, Ethan Diamond. And let's see what he does in this long situation.
We started off with 2 to the right and 2 to the left with a shotgun formation. He's looking to the right again, number 2. Oh, but it's up in the air, up for grabs. No, it's knocked down.
Number 32 for the Fort Walton Beach Vikings looked like he had an interception, Jason Alford, and
Diamond had a little bit of pressure, and the ball lofted up in the air. It was a nice little duck for somebody, but luckily it dropped down for nobody.
All right, that'll bring up third down and 27.
So what do you usually do on 3rd and 27 here?
Oh man, I think what's going to happen here is the Pace is going to have to throw the ball again, and but actually it was 3rd and long early in the game. Coach Smith elected to run the ball, so he might try to set up a good defensive field position here. Yeah, they're going to run the ball.
It's a run. He hands it off to the running back going up the right side. He's trekking for a good 8 yards.
Ben Tyner, he's going to get about half that back from the penalty, the unnecessary roughness. It's going to be 4th down, and we'll call it 4th down and 15. And so with that, the Pace Patriots are going to elect to punt, and hopefully their defense can mount another stop. And, of course, last time that the Fort Walton Beach Vikings had the ball, they were driving down deep into Patriot territory, and number 2 Bam for Fort Walton Beach, Bam Davis coughed it up. Here's the punt.
Nice spiral. I think it's going to drop right before it gets to them. Oh, and they let it go. It's rolling, and it's still rolling down to about the 14-yard line.
Good punt.
Was a very nice punt.
Yeah.
I was surprised Fort Walton didn't try to catch it on the bounce.
Yeah, me too. I don't know what happened there, but see, it looks like Coach Smith is talking over with his offense right now and trying to see what happened, what went wrong, what went right in that last series, and hoping they'll get the ball back. And so, I tell you,
looking at the sideline, it don't look like he's talking. There seems like a lot of yelling and pointing going on down there.
Well,
but the defense is out there, so we're going to concentrate on that. We're just waiting for Fort Walton to get their offense out there. I think the number one priority for Fort Walton right now is try not to fumble the ball.
Yeah, they fumbled twice, and that's been 2 costly fumbles. One on a punt return, and the second one deep in Patriot territory. They were looking to score and take the lead. It's 7-7 right now.
Bam's back in there. We got 2 to the left, 2 to the right with Bam in the backfield, and he's looking to the right for a quick throw to the outside, which is a catch. receiver's going down. Good 12-yard gain to the pass to the receiver on the outside.
Ex-receiver lined up on the right-hand side of the radio dial. He catches the ball and picks up a first down. I tell you what, the receivers for Fort Walton Beach, they've had some good catches tonight. Pretty impressive, running the spread a little bit. And I think I think the name of the game for Fort Walton Beach is their running back, Bam Davis. He kind of keeps the Pace Patriot defense honest so they can open up other opportunities downfield.
And they're coming out in the same formation, 2 to the left, 2 to the right with Bam in the backfield. And it's a handoff to the right side on Bam. He's running, and he takes it out of bounds with about a 5-yard gain.
It's gonna bring up second down and about 5. 4 minutes and 37 seconds left in this one, as sort of a dangerous situation in this game. Fort Walton Beach's offense has at moments showed they can strike, and they're hoping to put it all together in this drive.
This running game's working for him. I'm sort of curious if he could try to throw to number 8 again. That was a fast little kid. I would like to see just how fast he actually is going against these Pace cornerbacks. Number 1 ain't bad, but we'll see. Fort Walton's back there and still in the huddle. I'm surprised that you guys are playing Fort Walton. We're not going to play them again this year. It's just a little tune-up game, and I didn't see their name on that roster.
Yeah, they're in a different district, but we might see them in the playoffs, and I could see that happening.
All right, quarterback's looking to the right, left. He was going to number 1. That was slot receiver going to on an out pattern above his head, so he wasn't able to catch it. So that'll bring up second down and 16 yards.
All right, because of penalties, ball spotted all the way at, we're going to call it the 19-yard line of Fort Walton Beach. 4 minutes and 9 seconds. They come out with trips to the left.
Twin to the right, so there's no Bam. There's no running back there. Let's see if somebody nobody in motion, so it's a straight passing pattern. They was trying to hit 5 on that quick to the slot receiver, but he missed him, so this will bring up third down and 16 yards to go.
Number 5, Jack Tenholder, the intended receiver, and it was kind of thrown behind him on the little slot route he ran, and so that's good for Pace. Third down, and I think that if the Fort Walton Beach Vikings don't convert here, they're in a must punt situation, which would give the Patriots the ball back with plenty of time, folks.
Well, we're going back to the same setup. They got 2 to the right and trips to the left. Shotgun formation. He looks to the right. He's running to the right. Quarterback's running to the right and throws the ball out of bounds.
Throws it to his coach on the visitor sideline, and that's sometimes the best thing, just to get it away. He was well outside the tackle there, so that's going to bring up fourth down, and the Fort Walton Beach Vikings will punt. Number 2 for the Pace Patriots, Nash Byers. He's going to be back deep to receive the punt, and maybe he can make some magic happen. Looks like we've seen him a little bit last year. He's got some wheels, so let's see what happens there. Here's the snap.
It's a good snap, good hit, kick, and it's away. And Pyers picks it up off the second bounce on the 37-yard line. It's a good block, setting him free. He's still running. He's up at the 48-yard line. Ooh.
Wow, number 21 for Fort Walton Beach. He got nailed. That's Dedrian Edwards, and he's going to feel that tomorrow morning for sure.
It looked like he had a beat on our kick returner. And he just wasn't looking around. His head was not on a swivel.
Yeah,
I'll teach you.
Nash Pyers made it to the 45-yard line, still in Patriot territory, but heading towards midfield. 3:36, folks, left in this one, all tied up at 7. Pace hoping maybe they can put it in the end zone or get close to field goal range
got a bunch
before time
formation.
expires.
Well, shotgun with a bunch formation back there. Don't know where this is going. It's a fake handoff, and quarterback number 10 takes it right up the middle himself for a 1-yard loss, it looks like.
Nick Simmons back in the game. The last series, sort of a quarterback battle, or maybe the coach is looking at everybody, but Ethan Diamond now out. Nick Simmons in to do the honors for the Patriots as the quarterback, and he, of course, is going to keep that one. And so he's going to stay in the game. 3:11, tick, 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 clock still running. Patriots hurrying to the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 11.
Got 2 to the left, 1 to the right. As he looks back, he's looking to his right for another out pattern to number 2. Number 2 catches it. He takes it around. He comes up to about the 53-yard line. They're in Fort Walton territory now.
Number 2, Nash Pyers, looks like he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, and he picks up almost a Patriot first down. He gets within 2 yards. That's 3rd down and 2, we'll call it. Ball spotted in Fort Walton Beach territory at the 47-yard line. So Pace looking to pick up the first down. I think if they don't get it here, Top, do you think that they should go for it on 4th?
Well, less than 3 minutes to go, I believe they should. A
penalty.
You were asking about this earlier, weren't you?
That's discipline, and the Patriots, the oldest trick in the book, got Fort Walton Beach to jump, and so that's going to be an automatic first down for Pace.
Didn't even need to ask me the question. You might as well just ask if they're going to have a false start or not.
Yeah, ball spotted on the 42-yard line in Fort Walton Beach territory. Very smart play by the Pace Patriots. And you got to keep him honest. 2:52 left in this one, folks. Pace, the Cardiac Kids knocking on the door, and wanting to open up 2022 with a win over a very impressive Fort Walton Beach.
Either we got
offense.
a timeout or it's a water break.
Yeah, it's an official
2 minutes and
water break.
52.
Yeah, official water break by the officials announcing that. So they're gonna take a timeout. We're gonna take a timeout, folks. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back here at Pace High School for the inaugural Pace High School football broadcast. And Top, 26-year-old Army veteran, along with the mayor of Patriot football, we are here, and hopefully we'll start off with a victory. That's our first broadcast, and this is a good one. 7-0, a 7-7 tie, 2:52. Patriots with a first down, ball at the 42-yard line of Fort Walton Beach. Pace comes out with 2 receivers lined up on the left side, a sort of a bunch formation in the backfield. Number 10 in the game for quarterback Nick Simmons for the Patriots.
Simmons is a shotgun. He's keeping it himself, trying to run up the middle. The way he's not getting very far. It looks like he's about 2 yards taking it up the middle. They are using that QBR quite a bit.
Yep. So Simmons, they're officially going to give him about 2 yards on the carry. We'll call it 2nd down and 8 for the Patriots. And the running game, that sort of like an option midline read there. Simmons elected to keep the ball that time and head upfield. Same formation, shotgun formation by Simmons.
Simmons gets the ball. He's looking to his right. They are using that pattern over there to the right receiver going on 10 and out. Let's see. He went ahead, but he got 7 yards on that play.
That's Nash Pyers on the catch. I believe he's the only receiver tonight who has actually caught a ball for Pace. I think that's his 4th catch of the night, and he of course, when he catches the ball, he tries to make things happen, and he's able to muscle his way on that reception for a Patriot gain. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Ball resting at about the 36-yard line.
You got 1 receiver to the left, a bunch to the right. Number 90 in motion, and he tried to run it up the middle again.
Wow, nice second effort by number 10, Nick Simmons for Pace, and that'll be close to a first down.
He got 2 yards off of it, 2 or 3 yards, but they're going to be 2 yards short, so this will be an interesting call. They're
going to measure the I think the official measure. Oh, maybe it's 2 yards. It looked closer from up here, but maybe not. So 4th down, the Pace Patriots are going to talk it over. We're looking at, folks, 1 minute and 24 seconds left in this one, and so the kicker, number 4. Reese Griffith, he is warming up on the sideline, and I think that from what I understand, we're well within his range for an attempt. And, if you're the coach, you might give the kicker a chance because it's, being in this preseason, if you will, that would certainly build up confidence, wouldn't you say, for maybe a more important kick later down the road when it really counts.
I believe so, and I'm trying to see what's going on here. I can't tell if either team took a timeout because they didn't pull the sticks off the sidelines to do a measurement. They look about a yard shy, so I wonder if Coach might have called a timeout to decide whether they're actually going to try a running play or another offsides call.
Well, it looks like the offense is going to come out. The kicker is still on the sidelines.
Mm-hmm.
So Simmons, shotgun formation. He's got a running back to his left, 2 receivers lined up on the left side of the screen.
He's in shotgun formation. He's waiting for the ball. Let's see. Oh, did they get him again?
Oh, my gosh. I can't believe it.
Wouldn't you think that the Fort Walton coach said one thing the whole time they had that timeout? Do not jump off sides.
So the Patriots, for the second time tonight, have drawn the opponent, Fort Walton Beach, off sides with that hard count. And now that gives Pace a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10. They're going to spot the ball officially at the Fort Walton Beach 29-yard line. 1:24 still on the clock.
We got the same formation, 2 to the right, running back in the backfield. And it's a handoff to the running back, number 11. He's going up the middle. There's nobody there. He's going. He's at the 10, 5. He's in for the touchdown.
Ben Tyner with the scamper, 29 yards, and hits pay dirt. And he's been working all night. And that, folks, that's what he was looking for. Pace will go up, pending the extra point. What do you think about that, Chris? The hole opened up. Great block on the left-hand side.
That just seemed. I didn't know where the linebackers went. I didn't see no safety. Once he broke past that first initial line, there was nobody there to get him.
I believe that was a freshman left tackle on that block.
And it's
Ty
up for the
Wise.
extra point. Referees say it's good, which gives them a 7-point lead.
All right. The Cardiac Kids strike. And now with 1:16 left, Fort Walton Beach looking to rally their troops. It's a good run there. You can see here at
minute
Pace,
16, I wonder if they're going to open it up a little bit on the other side.
Student section's going crazy. Here at Pace, I tell you what, you really don't see a student section like this one. The kids, they show up for the game, and they really have a lot of enthusiasm and school spirit here at Pace High School. And pep rallies are just phenomenal. This just the way the student body supports the football team and gets into it. So Pace is going to come out, and they're going to kick off and try to put their defense out there and stop Fort Walton Beach and take this one back to the field house.
Reese Griffiths is back there. Wouldn't mind kicking it back for another touchback. I don't know. 80 yards in a minute 16 seems like a lot, but we'll see. We'll put the cart before the horse on this kickoff.
Yeah. Reese Griffith, he kicked it about 2 yards shy last time he did a kickoff. And so he's probably hoping to get it in the end zone. That's where he wants to kick it. And of course, you have a dead ball there.
All right, let's kicking it off the 40. Griffith's on his way up there to kick the ball, and away it goes. Fort Walton letting it go over his head, and as we were predicting, into the end zone. Automatically bringing that out to the 20-yard line. So
all right.
80 yards in 1 minute and 16 seconds.
And if you got a kicker like Pace does, that is the best policy. Don't even give the opponent the opportunity to run anything back. And so they kick it there in the end zone. And so Pace in their south end zone dressed it up this evening. So Pace and a couple stars. And the big P in the center of the field.
So here comes Fort Walton. I hope Pace has decided to put 2 safeties and drop them back a little bit because they had some speedsters on Fort Walton right there. They can score real quick, but 29's on 8, and we got trips to the right, 1 to the left. He starts off by looking to the right. Oh, and
man.
He threw it over the middle. There was nobody there to catch it. But
number 5, Jack Tenholder for Fort Walton Beach. He was in the neighborhood. He got behind the secondary for Pace. It wasn't thrown right. And so you got to think he'd want that one back again, and maybe he'll get another shot. A minute 11 left.
yards, but Yep. Minute 15 left. Here they come out. Fort Walton's got 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Running back in the back. Oh, they got 3 to the right. Shotgun formation. They hike the ball. The quarterback's looking to the right again for number 8. Oh, it was in his hands.
Goodness.
Number 8 was 20 yards down the field. Put the ball in his hands. All he didn't do was catch it.
That was Jerome McCall. He had a big catch earlier in the game, and he comes down the left sideline. He goes up to get it, and it just bounces off his chest. Had he caught that ball, I think he would have taken it to the house.
He would at least have gotten about 40 or 50 of the 80 yards that he needed.
So now Fort Walton Beach, with a minute 4 remaining, is going to face a 3rd down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. And they of course, they're in 4-down territory now. They got a
3 to the right, 1 to the left, number 34 in the backfield. So he starts off looking to the right for a hook and go. And he overthrows his receiver on the outside. Pace was waiting for that. That cornerback had dropped off quite a bit. He was waiting for a long pattern.
All right, so that's going to bring up 4th down for Fort Walton Beach, and definitely in a passing situation. But they're going to call a timeout and talk this one over, and we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. 58 seconds left. We'll be right back. We're back here at Pace High School for the opening game of the preseason, the Kickoff Classic against Fort Walton Beach. 14-7, your Pace Patriots on top, and the Cardiac Kids have lived up to their name. This has been a fun one, folks. Just under a minute left, 58 seconds. 4th down.
3 to the left of the quarterback, 1 receiver to the right. Quarterback's in a shotgun formation with a running back there to block for him. Oh, number 6 hit that quarterback. The quarterback barely got it away, but the pressure behind it made sure that the pass to number 6 on the or number 1 on the receiving for Fort Walton, that pass was short.
So Pace will take over on downs, and they will get the ball at that 20-yard line. And so you got to think that Pace will just kneel it out here, and unless they want to try and run a play and get a little bit more playing time for some of their second, maybe 3rd string, but they've got this one comfortably in hand, 14-7. So let's see what happens as Coach Smith sends his offense out.
Looking out there on the field, I think it was number 11. That's Ben Tyner's taken back over as quarterback.
Yeah, Ben Tyner. It's been Ben Tyner and, of course, Nick Simmons, 10 and 19 back.
I can't
back and
tell.
forth.
It's 19. I'm sorry. Diamond is back out there as a quarterback, and he's kneeling.
All right, he's going to take the safe thing, so they'll probably have to kneel it one more time.
Look forward to the future of the season. We'll find out a little bit more about all 3 of these quarterbacks that played tonight. So we had Ben Tyner, Diamond, and Simmons, right?
Yeah,
all that back there playing quarterback at one point or another.
Yeah, I think that Milton, the Milton Panthers, the Pace Patriots beat them in the spring game. And so Milton's going to have a good team as well this year. But I think Pace is showing that they can get down and they can fight and eke out a win if they have to against this Fort Walton Beach team. So I think it's going to be a story of Pace having a lot of close ones this year and showing that they can play when and make it count when it counts most. And time will expire, so that's going to do it, folks. 14-7, the Pace Patriots get their first win of the season. Of course, this one not really in the record books, but of course mentally it's a good win as they shake hands with Fort Walton Beach at midfield right now. The coaches meeting each other at midfield as well. And so kind of taken away from the game, Top, what do you think so far? The opening campaign for the Pace Patriots, what do you like? What do you think they should improve on?
there's not too much. That at the beginning they needed to stout up that defensive line, and it seems like coach started making some adjustments and was able to help stiffen it up. I was sort of curious about Fort Walton pulling out that Bam running back.
Yeah.
I'm sort of curious what Pace would have done if they would have stuck him in there a little bit more. But the cornerbacks of Pace were holding down these receivers, so just pretty much a one-way game for Fort Walton. They had to run it, and which resulted in that turnover, which ultimately allowed Pace to win this game. So, I mean, the offense looks nice. I'm sort of curious to see what happens once the first game or two go by and we actually have a starting quarterback and see whether he actually takes over the whole game or if coach is going to use two quarterbacks for the one for running and one for more of a passing situation.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. I think that what we saw tonight was the coaching staff at Pace High School trying to get a last look, and you really don't know until you hit somebody else with a different color on, the different pads. And it's nice to get away from your second and third string and hit somebody different. And, they got a good look tonight at their two quarterbacks, also a different set of running backs at different times for Pace. And so either way, Pace has got some personnel that can play, and I think that they're going to be good either way. They'll be fine down the stretch. But as the Pace student body singing the alma mater in the north end zone now, when you think about tonight's game, I'm going to let you pick the offensive player of the game. Who do you think was it tonight? I think there was a lot going on tonight. Number 11, Ben Tyner, had that big score, and then, of course, Simmons at quarterback. What do you think?
You sort of stole it from me. I was going to go with Ben Tyner. He, back in the backfield, he seemed to do everything right, and he's what ultimately let Pace win this game, I think.
And he had that 29-yard scamper into the end zone to seal the win for the Patriots tonight. So I think that in agreement there, Ben Tyner as your player of the game. And then on defense, I'll do the honors this week. Player of the game, I really was impressed with linebacker Jackson Ward tonight. I think that, being a linebacker is a leader on the defensive side, the quarterback of the defensive side, if you will, and he showed some poise tonight, and he stepped up and made some tackles when it counted most, and there were a couple forced fumbles that really, I think the tale of the tape tonight, Top, is that the fact that Fort Walton Beach fumbled twice when it mattered most.
Yeah, and I was looking at that defense. I'll give you mine. Number 29 was my actually favorite player of the game so far. Evan Beckman.
Evan Beckham, yeah.
I like secondary. He had a big, tall task to take care of. He had number 8 on. He was on number 8 most of the night, and I thought that was the quickest, biggest receiver they had on Fort Walton. But once he locked him down, that just mitigated what Fort Walton could do, leaving them with just the running game. And so once the coaches stiffened up that defensive line, it seemed to start going Pace's way a little bit more. So you take out that pass game, it leaves out ultimately that running game, and if your defense is better than their offense, there you go.
All right. Well, just kind of give it a look ahead again. Tonight, the Pace Patriots in the Kickoff Classic, it was only a half. They are victorious 14-7 over Fort Walton Beach. And just to remind you, we played 2 quarters before this half. The freshmen and the JV played. They were both victorious. It was 1 score in each of those quarters, no score from Fort Walton Beach. So victories all around, all 3 squads, freshman, JV, and varsity tonight for the Pace Patriots. Looking ahead, next week it counts, Top, and the Pace Patriots will travel to Fort Walton Beach to take on the Choctaw Indians, and that one could be interesting. And of course, a road game starting off the season, and we're not sure if we'll be there. It all depends on if we can find a booth at Choctaw and they have internet and that sort of thing. But we'll let you know in social media.
Yeah, keep your eye out on YouTube. Keep your eye out on Facebook. We'll let you know.
But either way, the second full game of the season, the next week we'll play St. Martin here, and then West Florida Tech back-to-back home games before we travel to Crestview for the second away game of the season. So anyway, stay tuned, and we appreciate you supporting Pace Patriot football, and it's going to be a great season, and who knows what will happen. I will say this, Pace has a very, very young squad, a lot of playmakers, a lot of sophomores, and even some freshmen that are playing varsity, believe it or not. And so I think the future's bright for Pace High School, and tonight they showed that if they need to get scrappy, they can, and they did, and they pulled out a win. So for all of us here at Pace High School, I am, of course, the mayor, Wes Meese, along with Top, and we'll see you next time. So long.